All right, so jumping straight into one of the first things that I always tell every single beginner that comes to me that wants to sell on eBay, which is that you need to make sure that you treat it like a business from day one. And the reason why I say this is because most people have the impression that eBay is a site that you're going to sell used clothes, or maybe you should just treat it like a hobby when that isn't the case. There's so many multi-million dollar businesses that are making millions of dollars every single month by selling stuff on eBay. And the reason why they've been able to get to that point is because they're treating it like a business when it comes to making sure that they're structuring the foundation of their eBay business in the right way. And right now you're probably thinking to yourself, but Sam, I'm not sure of exactly what I need to do when it comes to treating it like a business. Well, there's so many different elements. For example, there's things like marketing, there's things like budgeting, planning, cash flow, bookkeeping, customer service. When you first make the decision to start selling on eBay, these are all the different things that you need to consider so that you can give your business a professional look, and you can also increase your chances of success because you're going to go into it with the right mindset. All right, so moving on to one of the second most important things that I think every single beginner needs to know when it comes to selling on eBay that I don't really see that many people talking about, which is that you should treat all of your different listings like an individual asset. And by this, what I mean is that whenever you list a product on eBay, that listing that you're creating has the potential to earn you money into the future. Even though I'm consistently creating new listings right now as we speak, I've got listings that I made back in 2017 that I'm still making money from because I'm still selling those products. Most beginners go into selling on eBay thinking that the listing that they're making might make them money over the next 3 months, 4 months, and that's probably going to be it. But if you have that mindset, you're not going to do things right when it comes to creating the best listing possible. And when I say creating the best listing possible, you just need to make sure that you're putting all of the key information about that product within the listing. And you also need to make sure that you're updating the listing over time as well. All of the listings that I created back in 2017, 2018, 2019, the reason why I'm still able to generate a source of income from them is because I'm always continuously updating them, making sure that they are revamped in terms of the information, the design, and just everything that needs to be updated over time. Another reason why it's important for you to know that listings are assets is because when it now comes to you deciding on what products to sell, you're going to focus on finding evergreen products that people are going to be searching for over the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. As I already said, all of the listings that I created back in 2017, the main reason why I'm able to make sales from them till now is because they're products that people are searching for every single day. Of course, it's good to sell products that are trending that might only be selling at certain times of the year, but if you build your eBay store on a foundation of evergreen products that are highly searched for throughout the entire year, then this is going to put you in a great position when it comes to generating revenues and profits every single day. Moving on to one of the third things that I want to talk about that of course is important when it comes to selling on eBay, but I think this point is important for anyone that's thinking about starting any online business, which is that you should never let a temporary setback stop you from accomplishing your goals. When I first started selling on eBay many years ago and I had dreams of building a $1 million business, quitting my full-time job and just living the life that I'm living right now, during that journey I had so many different setbacks that at the time they felt like they were massive setbacks when in reality they were just lessons to help me grow my business and know exactly which obstacles I needed to avoid in the future. Like for example, in the early days, there were so many different things that were happening. I remember one time I sent around $5,000 to China for me to buy stock in bulk. And for whatever reason, that inventory ended up getting held in customs for about 2 weeks, which meant that I wasn't able to sell any products for 2 weeks. And I also had to deal with the fact that all of this stock was being held up for no reason. And of course, at the time, this felt like such a massive setback. I felt like I should just give up there and then. But before I knew it, the stock ended up getting released. It got shipped straight to my house. I was able to sell all of the stock. I made a massive amount of profit. I reinvested that money back into more stock and I was able to grow my business from there. However, during those 2-3 weeks when the stock was held up, if I let that stop me, if I used that as an excuse to completely give up, then I wouldn't have made millions of dollars by selling physical products on the internet. And the reason why I felt like this was important to share with you is because I'm sure that most of you that are watching this video right now are probably going through a setback that you think is definitely going to stop you from getting to where you need to get to. When if you just change your perspective and see the setback as a lesson when it comes to you knowing exactly what you should avoid or what obstacle you need to overcome in the future, then you're going to be able to to easily overcome this setback right now and move forward with chasing your dreams. All right, so moving on to the fourth thing that I want to share with you guys when it comes to building up an eBay business. No matter what point you're at, even if you've made your first $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, which is that you should always have the mindset of growth. During the early days of me building up my eBay business, even when I got to the point of making $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month, I still had the mindset of growth. And when I say mindset of growth, this was in the form of me making sure that I was growing my inventory base. All of the products that I was drop shipping at the time, if they were winning products, I made sure to import them so that I could offer quicker shipping to my customers. And I also had the mindset of growth in the sense that I diversified on other platforms, for example, Amazon and Shopify. The mistake I see so many beginners making is that when they first start, because the idea of making their first sale seems like such a big dream, as soon as they make their first sale or even their first $100, they completely stop trying to grow because they think that they've done a lot, when in reality what you should be doing is trying to get to the next milestone as quick as possible. Every single month I always made sure to have a new target when it came to the certain amount of active listings that I had available on my store, because I noticed a correlation between the active listings that I had and the amount of revenue that I was making. And that's the reason why having a growth mindset is super important, because it's going to help you see what patterns, what trends that you can capitalize on for you to reach the revenue goals that you never thought was possible. And moving on to the fifth and final thing that every single beginner that's watching this video needs to make sure that they bear in mind once they decide to start selling on eBay, which is that you need to follow eBay's rules at all times. When I first started selling on eBay, I knew that they had rules that sellers needed to follow, but I didn't realize how strict those rules were until my eBay account got restricted for around 2 weeks. And during this period where they did restrict my account for around 7 days, maybe 2 weeks, I was making around $8,000 every single week, which meant that I lost out on all of this revenue. Not only did I lose out on all of the revenue during this time, but I also lost out on all of the potential customers that I could have had over the long term. And the reason why they restricted my account was because I didn't follow a specific rule that they had. And that's the reason why I always advise beginners to make sure that they go onto the eBay website, go over to the policy page and go through all of the different policies that they have for the sellers to follow so that you don't end up falling into the trap that I fell into. And of course I was able to get my eBay account reinstated after 7 days, after 14 days, but you may not be so lucky. But of course there's a lot more that goes into selling on eBay. I just wanted to give you guys the basic things that I wish someone told me when I first got started. But if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when new videos have been released. And if you want a little bit more of a beginner's guide when it comes to getting started as a brand new seller, somewhat of a step-by-step process when it comes to giving you the insights and the understanding of what goes into building a solid eBay business, then you can visit www.projectebay.com, because over there what I've done is put all of my years of experience into a step-by-step format to give any beginner out there a clear understanding of what they need to do when it comes to building up a real eBay brand. So you can visit the website that's on the screen right now, or you can click the first link that's in the description down below. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down some other key things that you need to know when it comes to making money online or starting an e-commerce business, things that I didn't really touch on in today's video, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out thousands of people and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.